I want to tell you what happened when I hit the streets doing something I've never done before and had something happen that I didn't expect. This is my first vlog as an entrepreneur, and I'm going to share all the details and takeaways that I learned so that you can use it in your career as a pharmacist to help you go farther, faster. I'm your host, Dr. Adam Martin, and you're in the Fit Pharmacist community. So if you've been following me along for any length of time, you know that my career path in pharmacy didn't exactly go as I planned. But if you're new, first off, welcome to the channel and thank you for tuning in. A quick recap for you. So I went into pharmacy because when I was in high school, my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And while I didn't know it at the time, she was given less than 6 months to live when they diagnosed her. The interactions that I had with pharmacists, being in the pharmacy so much with her medications, is what led me to pursue becoming a pharmacist myself. But in that process, I actually got rejected the first time I applied to pharmacy school. I ended up reapplying the following year, and I ended up, no joke, I was the last person to get accepted into my class. Real confidence booster, right? But when I got in, I didn't waste that opportunity. And I really made the most of my time as a pharmacy student. Served as the president of my class, got super involved, and went to 7 pharmacy conferences across the country. And I dove really deep because I wasn't going to waste that. And I really wanted to figure out, what does it take? Because as I kept going through pharmacy school, all I heard is, it's so competitive, it's hard to get a job, blah, 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 blah. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to leave that to chance. I'm going to really figure this out so that there is no possible way that I don't have the best opportunity. So I really dove in and found out how to create a competitive career as a pharmacist. The point of that story is to tell you, I was faced with failure from the very beginning of my pharmacy career, to the point, no joke, where my undergrad advisor told me that I wasn't cut out for pharmacy and I should consider other options. True story. But I didn't listen. I focused on my why, and through perseverance, innovation, and modeling from my mentors that I had as a student, I took what I learned and I wrote a book, called it Gen Z Pharmacist, to help other pharmacy students dial in what really made the difference to help you stand out and dominate pharmacy school and script your dream career. And a lot of those strategies, they don't teach you in pharmacy school. They're the things that actually make the difference. Because think about this. When you graduate, you're going to have a doctorate, a PharmD. That's not a competitive edge. That's your starting place. So how are you going to stand out? That's exactly what I wrote the book for. I wrote it as a step-by-step guide to walk you through what really makes the difference, what employers are looking for, whether that's a residency, a fellowship, community, or starting your own career, which I've done now. This is my 3rd time. If you're a pharmacy student, or you're a preceptor for pharmacy students, the link for that book is in the show notes. Highly recommend you get your hands on that. Now, the point of that story is to tell you that I wasn't an English major. I never had a communications degree, but I shared what worked, how I did that, and I started that new gig. So in my first week in the streets, I wanted to share exactly what worked in that context. From the work I was doing, creating social media content, I started on Instagram, then it turned into a blog, then I started writing for several pharmacy publications. It led me into my next phase of my career, which was a professional speaker. And that's what I do right now through the National Speakers Association, NSA. It's the organization Les Brown got started in. It's my passion, it's my craft, and it's what I'm learning and growing into every day. So why am I telling you all this? It's not to riddle you my resume and impress you. It's to impress upon you a really serious point that took me a really long time to learn and understand. God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. And I was reminded of that this week when I hit the streets in my new job as a pharmacist at a startup. Hey, this is Dr. Adam Martin. If you want to listen to the full podcast episode, click the link below.